The price of gaming PC components are going up through the roof, and so are pre-builds, but this one is 600 bucks and it has some really interesting specs.
It has a CPU that we never heard of and a GPU that kind of worries me about its price to performance, but we're gonna unbox it with an open mind and find out what it's all about after a word from today's sponsor. If you guys want to take live streaming seriously, then you should definitely take a look at today's video sponsor, Hollyland, and their Lyra 4K webcam. We test a lot of webcams here on this YouTube channel, but this webcam with a 1/1.5 inch sensor definitely stands out compared to other smaller sensors on the market, giving you super clear video and great performance in low light. You can buy the Lyra webcam on its own, or you can buy the creator kit that comes with a Lark A1 microphone. With its 48 kHz 24-bit audio, it is great for giving your viewers excellent audio quality with the ability of a wireless mic that you can use and move around your scene. As you see right here, I'm moving all the way around and you guys hear me exactly the same. And the best part is this wireless mic directly connects to your Lyra webcam, giving you an easy plug-and-play solution. You could also take this combo to the next level with Holly Studio, an app from Hollyland you can download to customize a lot of features. For example, you get advanced green screen technology for those using a green screen, image overlay support, beauty filters, and more. And if you guys haven't noticed, I am doing this ad read using the Lyra 4K webcam with mic combo. And I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this? Does it sound good? Would you want it for your streaming setup? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're down there, check the links in the description down below to learn more about the Lyra 4K webcam and the streaming combo with a wireless microphone. Big thanks again to Hollyland for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it, shall we?
So we got an ABS system here, which is, yeah, kind of Newegg-esque, but Matt got it from Walmart.
Yeah, it was listed on Walmart.com, which I will say Walmart's kind of a marketplace for a bunch of stuff online now, so it doesn't really surprise me too much. But the key specs you should know about are as follows. Once again, 600 bucks, $599. Intel Core i5 120. Weird CPU. This CPU is a Raptor Lake CPU that is meant for 13th and 14th gen and 12th gen motherboards, so LGA 1700, but it's basically just a rebrand of the i5 12400 with 100 more megahertz added to it. Very weird, and that bag is open. Interesting.
Is this supposed to be like?
This is supposed to be new from ABS, so I don't know what this is. I'm already getting a little concerned. But that CPU is in the Ultra Series 1 line, but that series is only for 1700 motherboards. So weird CPU, we'll talk more about it in a little bit. But then that GPU is the A580, which is first gen Intel Arc, which we love Arc. Second gen Arc, a lot better with the B580 and B570. But the A580 is kind of like a slower RX 6600 when it works properly, which we'll see when we test it in the games we want to test it, if it's aged a little bit better. Because again, first gen Art has its issues.
Yeah, they're always doing like driver updates. It's almost like you never know which art card you're gonna get that like may decide it doesn't want to work with a capture card or other random things like that.
Yeah, and then RAM-wise, which is the most important thing in this economy, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory. So we are DDR4 on this, not DDR5. I don't know if it's dual channel or single channel. We're about to find out.
I think it has a 1 terabyte, right? 1 terabyte NVMe.
I believe so. I was reading the outside of the box. Let's see.
I think it's a 1 terabyte.
Yeah, 1 terabyte NVMe. So
that's impressive right now for the price range.
So on the inside, okay, this looks okay. I'm wondering if this just like came out. I don't know.
Maybe it just came out.
Maybe we'll go with that. That is a little weird that it's just a power cord.
The only thing. Actually, yeah. Are we missing like antennas? And
it's in here. It's in here.
Oh, it is.
So and this has the Wi-Fi antennas, a SATA, and a power cord. That's all you get.
Okay.
So very basic, but it is the Wi-Fi and the power cord. So that's the essentials.
I guess that's all you really need.
Yep.
No keyboard or mouse with this one. I know a lot of pre-builds will include it.
Did that have screws on it you took off?
I just took off screws.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just losing it over here, guys.
Took off the front and the back, so I don't have to do it later. They do this though, which is cool. We got the expanding. Ooh, look, nice big cooler on that thing.
Nice. So shout out with ABS, you know, they're a Newegg brand and they normally use all off-the-shelf components. They are using, I think, like a Gambius power supply and everything. We'll look at that in a second. I think the cooler is a Gambius cooler as well. The RAM, can we tell what kind of RAM that is? It's very basic.
It has no heat sinks or anything. It is pretty basic. You know, I'll be honest, I'd rather almost have 2 sticks than have heat sinks.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Hitachi.
Hitachi
LG data storage? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this back in carefully all the way.
Now, one thing I wanted to check and had a quality check is the listing actually had very specific parts for everything. Like they named out the exact motherboard, the exact GPU. They actually, I see right here, Hitachi RAM. They said Hitachi RAM in the listing description. The motherboard's supposed to be an ASRock B760M-C DDR4. Perfect. It should be an ASRock A580 graphics card, 8 gig, beautiful. The tower cooler is from Gambius, so it's just a performance air cooler. Can't really fact check that. It does say it comes with Gambius fans and a power supply. And the SSD is a Patriot SSD, which I believe is also correct. And I think that is a Gen 4 drive. So
That's like a $90 drive right now.
So at the price, $599 that we paid for it, again, the holiday season, these deals that we find, they always go up, they always come down, they always end up being at different price points depending on when we release the video. So up-to-date pricing down below if you are interested.
I gotta say, they did a really good job with like the cable management. Like they put the tray back in to kind of even hide some of the cables. So the builder, the specific builder that built this one, I will say, they took a lot of care with it. I mean, they even put a zip tie on the PCIe like we normally would. Maybe they've been watching some Toasty Bros.
Yeah, reverse blade fan. So we got intake with an exhaust fan right there, looking good. Now we're just gonna see if this bad boy works. The bag scared us for a second, but on paper it looks pretty fine. But again, no matter how pretty it looks, it still has that A580. It's an interesting mode that it defaulted to.
See, I think the big saving grace for the A580, which we'll see, as long as it works good, that price, I mean, right now,
really cheap.
In this computer economy, pretty good.
$599, pretty dang good. Even if it's a little bit more money, that's still pretty dang good for this CPU that's basically a 12400, 6-core 12-thread, and everything else looks solid. So let's get some games downloaded. We'll check for some bloat, see if ABS is as bad as the other companies in terms of loading up antivirus. Normally they're not. Normally it's pretty basic, but we'll let you know if there is, and then we'll get to gaming and see if this combo is a hidden gem that you should consider. All right, guys, we are in Battlefield 6, and I want to make sure that you all see on screen here everything that's going on. First of all, GPU drivers are good to go. We got resizable bar on. We are ready to game. Let's go ahead and use support. That sounds good here. But we're running the following settings. And I have something I'll tell you guys here in a second. Running 1080p medium settings with no upscaling. That's currently what we're working with. Based on the menu, I have a feeling this is not going to be the ideal settings for this configuration. We're only getting about 60 FPS right now. We'll see how that holds up. Now, one thing that just happened as I was loading in, and maybe it will happen on camera, or maybe it was just a random Intel Arc blip. This is the issue with first-gen Arc. The PC just crashed and shut down on me, which gives me a little bit of concern for the longevity of this PC. But hey, okay, well, this is looking a little better. 70 FPS, okay. Now let's just hope it's stable is the biggest thing. As I mentioned, resize bar is on. The one thing that wasn't on was secure boot with this PC. Come on, ABS, it is 2025. These games have these kernel level anti-cheats. You need secure boot enabled. Secure boot was not enabled, so I had to manually do it myself and got it working eventually. But I will say, now that I'm in this, this is running pretty good for my expectations. And I do have the ability to run some upscaling if I want to as well, because we are just running medium details, and maybe get like 90 FPS, something like that. I think this supports XeSS, which we'll try here in just a second, as long as things hold up. But that one weird crash kind of weirded me out, but it also kind of just reminded me of first-gen Arc troubles, you know? First-gen Arc always seems to be like this. But 60 FPS. I mean, I'm not in Conquest, so Conquest I probably would be dipping below 60, but in this mode, I'm pretty happy with these FPS numbers. Frame time's not bad. It's not gonna be super high refresh rate. We're talking 599, or I think at the time of recording this video, it was up to 699. A little bit harder to recommend, but at 599, this is kind of the FPS I expect from a non-like office PC upgrade build. All right, now that I'm dead, let's go ahead and mess with some upscaling and see if I can get some XeSS running on this thing. So let's go to advanced. Let's see, resolution scale, upscaling tech, XeSS, nice. We're frozen. This is a scary, oh, okay, we're good. It's making things feel worse. It very well could be a situation where XeSS does not work very well unless you load back in, but I will say it feels laggier. That little i5 is at 100% load. Is the 12400 just not as good as I remember it being? If this is like a slightly better i5 12400, it's just CPU bottlenecks like crazy. I mean, it's an older CPU at this point, but I kind of expected a little more from this little, whoa, Intel Core 5 120. But its name isn't super exciting either, so maybe that's why it's not that great. But I think this is slightly better FPS, maybe a few frames, but the frame times just feels clunky. It doesn't feel super smooth. So I don't know if this is like an amazing gaming experience. And we seem to be CPU bottlenecks, which is something I was not expecting. I was expecting to come into this video and be like, hey, you could add another GPU to this system and be good. It's a little CPU bottlenecked, I'll be real with you. At least in this game, which this game does love cores and threads. So we'll see what the other games are like when we get to them. Oh, let's drop down. Get a little stress test going. Ugh! Oh, we hit those. Oh, is that a collateral? A bot collateral? These bots can't hit me. My caffeine delivery guy is here. Ghost, please sponsor us.
I'm dead. Okay, guys, Battlefield, again, it actually seems like it's gotten better. Did I just not notice the FPS started to get better? It got better as the game went on. I don't know if XESS was loading in. Let me respond one more time. Well, I'm in the 90s now all of a sudden. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, maybe it was just that one area of the map because we're still in the 70s. I think this is more than playable. We did have a crash though before recording, so again, first gen ARC being first gen ARC, we'll see how stable that is, but this seems like a playable experience. Let's see what the other games are like.
This thing has already crashed once, by the way.
Really?
Like, rebooted on itself. That was before I even started benchmarking, so we gotta keep an eye on that.
We have loaded into the buried city that is Arc Raiders. And, you know, the Arc is in the name. So it's designed for, right?
It should be.
But we're currently running, and this is probably a little bit high for this configuration.
Be surprised. I think
it's like hard to find. 1080p, Intel XESS set to quality, and we're running dynamic low ray tracing, which these cards, they don't
even try, really.
Yeah, medium settings. And this game normally does run really well, by the way, and you know, it's not bad. It definitely...
It looks a little
it's a little bit archy. You know what I mean? You can kind of see too XESS, man, on these first gen cards. If you just look at like the trees, they're a little wonky. Oh, there's someone over here.
People were commenting about us being like, why didn't that person kill me? And they're like, well, in theory, this game, the enemies are the arcs. You really shouldn't be killing each other, but
yeah.
People kill each other because they want to steal each other's loot. Like this guy.
Oh, God.
He's not going to kill you.
Oh, God. He definitely would have murked me. Dude, the way he was looking at me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead.
Please.
All right, anyway, let's go this way. You know what? We'll fight some arcs today. How about that? Oh,
it's like some random like load-in lag that I'm seeing too.
It's just like the overall quality. Like you can just kind of see it. Like really the trees are what's weird to me. Yeah, well, I want to start paying more attention to the shadows now because I'm like, is it just the practice range that the shadows do that weird
pop-in
loading in thing? And so far, it almost does seem that way.
Yeah.
But you know, average-wise, it seems like I see arcs. Seems like we're getting like 80-ish FPS, we'll say. Pretty average. Not bad. Not bad for first-gen ARC, I will say that much.
Yeah, especially this level of a first-gen ARC card. It's not like the top of the line, like A770.
Why was it taking so long for me to shoot? The ARC rated, man. I'm gonna grab their loot, and then we're gonna work on exfilling. How about that?
Yeah, and at $599, I mean, we gotta remember that. $599 in this PC economy, you know, I guess this could be what you could expect performance-wise. Obviously, use price performance, you'll definitely get some more return on your investment, but for a new build with all off-the-shelf parts that do not seem to lack quality, this is pretty decent.
Really not bad for the price. I mean, Matt did have that crash, which definitely could have been, you know, something with like an update or a driver or something, but we gotta be a little skeptical now, you know? It's always scary when you get your new PC and it crashes. Let's go here. It's pretty close.
By the way, guys, always taking suggestions over on discord.gg/toastybros for future games you want to see tested. I feel like we're kind of in an era where the only popular games are Battlefield and Arc Raiders. But if there are any new titles out there you'd like to see benchmarked, let us know.
You know what? First gen ARC for this game's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I was really worried that with it being like a newer game, but you know, that is Intel's whole thing, is they're like, we're always improving our drivers. Probably faster than AMD and NVIDIA are, because they kind of have to. The one thing they have going for them. I'm warning anybody who tries to step at me. I can't speak. One thing. Nope, can't speak.
But you know what? You all are leaving as homies.
We made friends along the way again. That's what matters. But hey, this game was good.
Let's run some more built-in benchmarks and wrap this video up, ladies and gentlemen.
So our Intel Arc build actually did pretty decent, and we still think the price is actually good as well. I mean, $599, that current market, getting RAM and storage. Not how much you're getting, just getting RAM and storage, but all in all, it was a pretty good build. We had that one minor crash, which really might have just been an update issue because it didn't happen again.
So again, buyer beware in that regard, but everything else was pretty straightforward. I really wish ABS would have gone with the effort of secure boot and install the actual GPU utility for the A580 because it did seem like it had drivers, but not the utility, which would have been nice to have. But let's talk about the other benchmarks we ran on this PC. We ran Black Ops 7, 1080p balanced at native resolution, got an average of 69 FPS, nice, with a 1% low of 56. Marvel Rivals, 1080p medium settings with global illumination turned off. We had the most Intel Arc scenario possible where it locked up for a solid 3 seconds during the benchmark, giving us a 1% low of 1 with an average of 51. Not great for ray trace titles, ladies and gentlemen. CS2, 1080p low, we got an average of 276.1 with a 1% low of 127.8.
And for the 30 mark time spy, we got a score of 8,688, which is a 7 cents per point score, and you guys know 30 mark loves Intel. But overall, not too bad at all. I mean, the fact that you're getting a pre-built, it's ready to game, you don't have to build it yourself, you don't have to go through this horrible horrible RAM economy is pretty good, and we do recommend checking the link down below.
But as always, guys, yeah, let us know in the comments down below what you think of this PC. As always, when it comes to pricing right now, can't promise what it is right now, and you can let us know down below. You're probably yelling at us that it's more expensive, but you know what? Hopefully it's around $599 to $699. At that price point, it seems like an option you should consider.
So anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. PC Bros is where it goes. We'll make sure it actually works properly. Maybe.
PC Bros is where this PC will end up at. We'll be doing some more troubleshooting with it to make sure it does not crash anymore, but we do include some warranties with our builds, so if it does crash, you know where to go.
PC Bros, PCBros.tech. You can buy a gaming PC that we feature here on the YouTube channel and a bunch of other staple PCs as well. Buy your PC today. Use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% of your next purchase and cash in on our holiday savings. See you guys later. Goodbye.